Morning. Bigger, louder.
Good morning.
Okay, that's good. All right. So in today's scripture, we hear about Peter and John, okay? And they're in this area, kind of like a porch patio area where they did a lot of presentations and Jesus did a lot of miracles and teachings and stuff there. And it was just a few weeks after, fairly recent after, Jesus was crucified. And of course, resurrected, came back to life, right? So everyone listen. Hey. And so you would think that everyone had already known about, Jesus coming back to life and had kept their faith. But unfortunately, during this time when Jesus was on trial, a lot of people kind of, unfortunately, gave up faith in Jesus. They lost their way. And they actually kind of supported this bad guy better than they did Jesus. And we all know what happened then to Jesus. He was crucified, right? And then he came back to life through God's power. And what you saw happening then in this gathering that day was Peter had performed the healing of a guy who was crippled. You guys know what crippled means, right? Couldn't walk, right? Okay. So he made this guy to where he could walk again. Now, how do you think that happened? Hey guys, shh. How do you think that happened that he all of a sudden could walk again? Was it Peter's power? No. Good. Good answer. I heard a bunch of you say no. How did he do it then? Through God, yeah, through Jesus, right? He prayed. It's okay. It was through the power of God, Jesus. He had this faith in Jesus. Peter did, and through God, or through Jesus, Peter was able to still carry forward Jesus' power and teachings and message. And he was always there teaching about the ways of the Lord and sharing why people should follow and keep their faith in Jesus and trying to get people to come back to the faith. Because we all know what happens, right? When we have faith in Jesus and God, and we dedicate ourselves to them, what happens when we pass away?
Go to heaven.
Go to heaven, have eternal life with God, right? Good. But if we don't get to participate in that, huh? The afterlife isn't there. So it's important that we have faith. So this is one of the things we have to do is we have to keep, of course, our faith through all the ups and downs. But we have to be, just like Peter was, a witness to the resurrection of Jesus and kept his faith in Jesus. We have to keep our faith and be witnesses in today's time. Now, we obviously didn't witness what happened to Jesus and experience that. Hopefully someday we will. But we can still be witnesses for Jesus and all the things, the great things he did for people and what he stands for and what it means to follow in Jesus' name and go on to the afterlife. And so we can teach our family, our friends, and people who maybe don't have that faith like we do, to help them get to that level so that they can join us in the afterlife and in heaven someday, okay? So we have to be witnesses for the teachings of Jesus and all the great things that he did and share with other people. Could you imagine if the whole planet followed and believed in Jesus and lived our lives the way Jesus would want us to live? The world would be so much better instead of some of these problems that we have today. So this is what we have to be. We have to be witnesses. We have to share our love, our faith, and our understanding of Jesus and why other people should follow that, okay? Do we all do that? We all be witnesses for Jesus and follow and help others? Great. So you're absolutely right. It was through Jesus' power, through Peter, that he was able to heal crippled people. It wasn't just Peter was some strong, great guy that could do miracles. It was through his faith in Jesus that he was blessed with that power to pass through him to help other people. But it's also because the crippled guy had faith in Jesus too. It just wasn't some random guy that didn't care about Jesus walked up and said, hey, heal me. Okay? So even the healed people, the people that get helped, we have to have faith in Jesus. All right? Great. All right, let's do keto, and then we'll break out the class.